Stepping into the unseen realms, you embark on a transformative journey that unlocks profound wisdom and elevates your consciousness. In a world where understanding your inner power and grasping deeper truths is more important than ever, this audiobook reveals how the invisible forces of thought, emotion, and energy shape your reality. It is a guide to conscious living, a remarkable path that empowers you to transcend limitations, awaken your true potential, and create a life of purpose and harmony. With every step on this journey, you'll discover the creative power within, a force capable of transforming obstacles into opportunities and leading you toward fulfillment. Rooted in the timeless teachings of metaphysics and the profound wisdom of ascended Master Saint Germain, this book invites you to embrace both ancient truths and modern insights, lighting the way to higher understanding. As you immerse yourself in these teachings, you will learn to rise above the mental traps of fear and doubt, uncover the language of your soul, and align your life with the highest version of who you are meant to be. This is not just a journey of discovery. It is a journey of healing, growth, and transformation, one that redefines what is possible and guides you toward living in harmony with the universe. With every teaching, you will draw closer to unraveling the mysteries of life and recognizing how the interconnectedness of all things influences your daily experience. This audiobook draws upon the legacy of Saint Germain and the great metaphysical traditions, offering you tools, meditations, and spiritual practices designed to help you connect with your divine presence. The I Am. You'll explore the power of decrees and spiritual exercises that have the potential to transform your life, bringing peace, harmony, and personal fulfillment. Perfect for spiritual seekers yearning for a deeper connection to universal wisdom, this audiobook will guide you on a journey of enlightenment, authenticity, and inner joy. Let these teachings be your map, leading you to the heights of your spiritual potential and revealing the truth of who you truly are. In the realm of the invisible, the mysteries of existence begin to unfold. Metaphysics, in its truest sense, means beyond the physical, beyond what can be seen, touched, or measured. It is in this intangible realm that the most profound truths about our existence reside. To embark on a journey into the invisible is to dare to look past the veil of the material world, to recognize that the visible is merely a reflection of the unseen forces that shape everything we experience. Each individual walks through life with a unique level of understanding, an internal compass that guides their perception of truth. This internal compass is what metaphysicians call the state of consciousness, a reflection of the person's spiritual evolution. Imagine consciousness as a vast ladder, with countless rungs stretching upwards toward enlightenment. On this ladder, every soul stands on a different step, some higher, some lower, depending on their journey and their capacity to comprehend life's deeper meanings. It is important to understand that no step is inherently superior or inferior. The process of climbing this ladder is deeply personal, shaped by individual experiences, choices, and efforts. Consider a simple analogy: life as a grand school. In this school, we all sit in different classrooms, learning at different paces. Some have grasped the basics, others are delving into more advanced teachings, while many are yet to discover their curriculum. In the physical world, we are taught to compare, to compete, and to seek superiority over one another. But metaphysics teaches that every classroom is important, that each lesson is sacred. It is not a race, but a journey of inner evolution. The true metaphysician never judges others for their beliefs or level of understanding, knowing that everyone is exactly where they need to be. Spiritual pride, the false sense of superiority that comes from believing one's understanding is higher than another's, is a dangerous pitfall, one that leads not to growth, but stagnation. To unveil the invisible, we must first embrace this vast range of spiritual perspectives, just as a traveler accepts that many paths lead to the same destination. Religions, philosophies, and esoteric traditions are like different rivers that all flow into the same ocean. Each one has its purpose, each one offers insights, and none is more valid than the other. True metaphysics invites us to see beyond the surface differences and into the heart of what unites all spiritual seekers: the search for truth, understanding, and ultimately peace. Now, the invisible realm might seem elusive or abstract, but it is more present in our daily lives than we realize. Take the example of electricity, an invisible force that powers our homes, cities, and technology. We do not see it, yet we know it is there. We trust in its existence because we witness its effects. Metaphysical truths operate in much the same way. They are not immediately visible to the naked eye, but their presence is undeniable when we start to recognize the subtle forces shaping our lives. Just as electricity flows unseen through wires, spiritual energy flows through us, animating our minds, bodies, and hearts. This energy, though invisible, is the source of all creation in the physical world. We already accept many invisible forces without question, gravity, magnetism, love, hate, life itself. None of these can be grasped or held, yet they govern the very fabric of our reality. Metaphysics pushes us one step further, asking us to contemplate the source of these forces, to recognize that the material world is but a shadow of the grander, unseen cosmos from which all things emerge. It challenges us to open our minds and hearts to the idea that there is a whole universe beyond what our senses can detect, a universe that governs, directs, and creates everything we see. In Unveiling the Invisible, we begin to understand that everything in the material world has its origins in the spiritual world. Every thought, every emotion, every action begins as an invisible impulse, a vibration in the unseen realms that eventually manifests into form. Think of an architect designing a building. Before a single brick is laid, the entire structure exists in the mind of the architect, in the realm of ideas. It is only after these invisible blueprints are translated into physical reality that the building takes shape. So too with our lives. Every experience, every encounter is first born in the invisible realms, in the thoughts and energies we project into the world. The metaphysical journey also leads us to confront the ancient teachings that, for centuries, were kept hidden from the masses. Teachings often labeled as occult or esoteric. These terms, often misunderstood, simply refer to knowledge that was once veiled, reserved only for those deemed ready to receive it. In ages past, spiritual wisdom was fiercely guarded, hidden away in secret societies or under the protection of mystery schools. This secrecy arose not out of elitism, but out of necessity. In times when ignorance and fear dominated, those who sought to unveil the mysteries of existence were often met with persecution and violence. However, we now live in the age of Aquarius, an era of enlightenment where these once hidden truths are being revealed to all who seek them. The Ascended Master Saint Germain, who serves as one of the great spiritual guides of this age, declared that the time for secrecy has ended. We are entering an era where light floods the dark corners of ignorance, where spiritual wisdom is accessible to anyone with the heart to seek it. The veil of mystery has lifted, and with it, the need for cryptic initiations or secret knowledge has dissolved. This is the age of light, where the truth is freely given, and where humanity is invited to rise to new heights of consciousness. Understanding the invisible is not merely a philosophical exercise. It is a path to liberation. The truth shall set you free is not just a biblical phrase, but a profound metaphysical principle. To know the truth of the invisible realms is to free oneself from the chains of ignorance, fear, and limitation. When we begin to grasp the deeper laws that govern our existence, we realize that much of the suffering, confusion, and conflict we experience in the physical world stems from our inability to see beyond the surface. The more we understand the invisible, the more empowered we become to shape our lives with wisdom and purpose. Thus, the journey of unveiling the invisible is the journey toward true freedom, the freedom to see life not as a random series of events, but as a deliberate unfolding of divine order. It is the freedom to step beyond the narrow confines of material existence and to recognize our place in the grand tapestry of the cosmos, as creators, as spiritual beings, and as students of the infinite. This is the essence of metaphysics: to know, to understand, and to transcend, so that we may live with greater peace, joy, and mastery over our lives. The invisible is not hidden from us. It is waiting to be seen. Every human being exists on a ladder of consciousness, an invisible but essential spectrum of spiritual awareness that determines how we perceive and engage with the world around us. This ladder represents the evolution of our understanding, beliefs, and truths, a personal journey through which each of us ascends, step by step, toward greater wisdom and enlightenment. The higher we climb, the more expansive our awareness becomes, allowing us to see beyond the narrow confines of physical reality into the boundless realms of the unseen. Imagine for a moment a grand staircase that stretches into infinity. Each step on this staircase represents a stage of consciousness, a point on the spiritual journey where new truths and insights are revealed. At the lower steps, our understanding of life is limited to the physical, material world, the things we can touch, see, and measure. But as we ascend, we begin to realize that there is much more to reality than meets the eye. We start to perceive the invisible forces that shape our lives, the energies, thoughts, and emotions that ripple through the universe, creating the experiences we encounter. Everyone stands on a different step of this spiritual ladder. Some are just beginning their ascent, while others have climbed higher, reaching into the realms of deep understanding and profound spiritual knowledge. Yet it's important to remember that no step is superior or inferior. Each one is necessary, and each person is exactly where they need to be at any given moment. The ladder of consciousness is not a race, nor is it a competition. It is a deeply personal journey, guided by our experiences, choices, and inner desires to grow. This concept of the ladder helps us to understand one of the most crucial aspects of spiritual evolution: tolerance. A metaphysician is someone who recognizes that people are at different levels of awareness, and instead of judging or criticizing, they respond with compassion and understanding. They know that each individual is on their own unique path and that growth cannot be forced. It happens in its own time, through personal effort and inner readiness. This understanding dissolves the urge to compare or feel superior, for the metaphysician knows that spiritual pride, the belief that one is more advanced than others, creates barriers, not progress. There's an ancient parable that illustrates this truth beautifully. It tells of a group of blind men who encounter an elephant for the first time. Each one touches a different part of the animal, and based on their limited experience, forms a distinct perception of what the elephant is. One man feels the trunk and believes the elephant is like a snake. Another touches the leg and thinks it's like a tree. Another feels the tail and insists it's like a rope. Each man is convinced that his version is the truth, and they begin to argue, unable to comprehend that the elephant is far more than the sum of its parts. The lesson here is simple. Our perception of reality is shaped by where we stand on the ladder of consciousness. No one's view is entirely wrong, but none of us can see the full picture from a single perspective. As we climb higher on the ladder, we begin to integrate these fragmented perceptions into a more holistic view. We see that all truths are partial reflections of a greater, unified reality. Different religions, philosophies, and schools of thought are like facets of a diamond, each one shining a light on different aspects of the divine. The higher we ascend, the more we can appreciate the validity of other perspectives. Even if they don't align with our own, we come to realize that there is no one-size-fits-all truth. Instead, there are many truths, each suited to the level of consciousness from which it arises. This is why tolerance and understanding are at the heart of metaphysical practice. We understand that forcing our truths onto others is not only futile but harmful, just as you wouldn't expect a child learning the alphabet to write poetry. We must honor where others are on their spiritual journey. True wisdom lies in knowing when to share, when to listen, and when to simply be a quiet presence of support. The metaphysician knows that the best teacher is life itself, and each individual must walk their path at their own pace, learning the lessons that are right for them at each stage. Spiritual pride, which can creep in as we ascend the ladder, is one of the greatest pitfalls of metaphysical practice. It manifests when we start to believe that our level of awareness makes us somehow superior to others. But this pride is a trap, an illusion that leads not to enlightenment but to stagnation. True spiritual mastery lies not in believing oneself to be better, but in recognizing the unity that underlies all existence. On this ladder, we are all connected, moving together toward the same goal, the realization of our divine nature. As we climb the ladder of consciousness, we also begin to see that much of the world's suffering stems from ignorance of these higher truths. People become trapped in the lower rungs of consciousness, unable to see beyond the physical and material world, which leads to fear, conflict, and division. But the more we rise, the more we understand that these divisions are illusions. The invisible forces that govern the universe, love, unity, energy, are present everywhere, regardless of whether we choose to see them. The ladder of consciousness is not just a philosophical concept, it is a living reality. Each day presents us with opportunities to either ascend or remain where we are. Every choice, every thought, and every interaction influences our position on this ladder. To climb, we must be willing to let go of old beliefs, judgments, and fears, and embrace the unknown. It requires a willingness to look beyond the surface of things and into the deeper layers of truth that exist in the invisible realms. In this way, the ladder of consciousness becomes a path of liberation. The higher we climb, the more we free ourselves from the limitations of the physical world. We begin to realize that we are not bound by the conditions of our current reality, but are creators of it. Our thoughts, emotions, and intentions are the tools with which we shape our lives, and as we master these tools, we find that life becomes not a struggle, but a dance, a harmonious unfolding of our divine potential. The journey up the ladder is infinite, for consciousness itself is boundless. There will always be new truths to discover, new insights to gain, and new levels of awareness to attain. But the joy of the metaphysical journey lies not in reaching some final destination, but in the continual expansion of our understanding. Each step we take brings us closer to the heart of the invisible, where the mysteries of existence are unveiled, and the truth of our divine nature is revealed. As we continue ascending the ladder of consciousness, we begin to realize that the life we experience is not a random set of circumstances imposed upon us, but rather the manifestation of our inner world. Every thought, emotion, and belief we hold is like a seed, planted in the fertile soil of the unseen, eventually sprouting into the physical realities we encounter each day. This chapter is about uncovering the powerful tools at your disposal for shaping your life in alignment with your highest vision. Tools that allow you to move from a place of unconscious reaction to conscious creation. The first key to creating your best life is the understanding that everything begins with thought. The mind is a powerful engine of creation, capable of generating endless possibilities. But it is not enough to simply think or imagine. To truly harness the creative power of thought, we must become aware of the beliefs and patterns that underlie those thoughts. Are your thoughts aligned with abundance, love, and growth? Or do they revolve around fear, limitation, and doubt? The mind is constantly sending out signals into the universe, and those signals shape the experiences that come back to us. Think of the mind like a radio transmitter. The frequency you tune into determines the kind of music you hear. If you're stuck on a station playing nothing but static, negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, you're going to receive a lot of dissonance in your life. But if you tune into a station playing harmonious melodies, positive, empowered thoughts, you'll attract experiences that reflect that harmony. This is why it is so important to become aware of the stories you tell yourself, day in and day out. Are they stories of empowerment and potential, or are they reinforcing narratives of lack and failure? One powerful tool for reshaping the mind is the practice of visualization. Visualization is more than daydreaming, wishful thinking. It is a conscious technique that allows you to align your inner reality with the outer life you wish to create. When you visualize something with focus and emotion, you are, in effect, rehearsing for that reality. The brain doesn't distinguish between real experiences and imagined ones, which is why athletes, performers, and creators of all kinds use visualization to train their minds. Train their minds for success. Imagine your ideal life, every detail of it. Visualize not just the circumstances, but the feelings that accompany them. What would it feel like to live in perfect alignment with your highest self? How would you wake up each morning, move through your day, and interact with others? The more vividly and consistently you practice this, the more your mind will begin to believe in the possibility of that reality. And when the mind believes, it starts to filter out anything that contradicts that vision and attracts opportunities, people, and experiences that support it. But thought alone is not enough. To create your best life, you must also engage the heart, the seat of emotion. While the mind generates ideas, the heart provides the fuel that propels those ideas into motion. Emotions are energy in motion, and they are what give your thoughts vibrational power. You could think of it like this: the mind creates the blueprint, but the heart supplies the electricity that brings the blueprint to life. That's why it's so important to cultivate emotions that are in alignment with what you want to create. Take a moment to consider the emotions that dominate your daily life. Are they rooted in love, gratitude, and excitement? Or are they tinged with anxiety, frustration, or apathy? It's not about suppressing negative emotions, but about learning how to redirect your emotional energy in ways that serve your highest good. One of the most transformative emotional practices is gratitude. When you consciously focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your emotional state into a higher vibration, aligning yourself with abundance rather than lack. Gratitude is a practice of affirming what is already good and working in your life. Even in the most challenging situations, there is always something to be grateful for, even if it's as simple as the air you breathe, the food you eat, or the love you give and receive. By consistently acknowledging these gifts, you train your emotional body to stay in a state of openness and receptivity, making it easier for the universe to bring more of what you desire into your life. Another essential key to creating your best life is mastering the art of intention. Intention is the force behind all deliberate creation. It is the conscious decision to align your energy, thoughts, and actions with a specific outcome. Intentions are different from wishes or hopes. They are declarations of purpose, infused with the commitment to bring them into reality. When you set a clear and focused intention, you send a powerful signal into the universe, directing energy toward that goal. However, it's important to note that intentions are not just mental affirmations. They are energetic alignments. It's one thing to say, "I intend to create abundance," but if your energy is wrapped in doubt or fear, your intention will lack the power to manifest. This is where the alignment of thought, emotion, and action comes into play. To create your best life, your intentions must be in harmony with your beliefs, emotions, and actions. Each part of you, mind, body, and spirit, must work together as a unified force. One of the most overlooked yet vital components of intention setting is the willingness to let go of control. When we set intentions, it's easy to become attached to how we think they should manifest. But the universe often works in mysterious ways, delivering our desires in forms that we couldn't have predicted. To truly create your best life, you must trust the process and allow room for flexibility. This doesn't mean abandoning your desires, but rather releasing your attachment to specific outcomes and timelines. In doing so, you make space for the universe to work its magic, often bringing you something even greater than you originally imagined. In addition to thought, emotion, and intention, action is the final key to unlocking your best life. Thought and feeling generate the blueprint and energy, but it is action that grounds your vision in the physical world. Metaphysical principles are not an excuse to sit back and wait for miracles. They are a call to actively participate in your own creation. Action doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It can be as simple as taking small, consistent steps toward your goal each day. The key is to align your actions with your intentions, making sure that what you do in the physical world mirrors what you're creating in the metaphysical realm. Think of a sculptor working with a block of marble. The artist has a vision in their mind of the finished piece, but they must take deliberate action to chip away at the stone, gradually revealing the masterpiece within. In the same way, you must take inspired action, guided by your inner vision, to shape your outer reality. The universe responds to those who are willing to act, even if it's just a small step. The more you show up and engage with the process, the more the universe will meet you halfway, providing opportunities and synchronicities that align with your vision. To sum up, creating your best life is an alchemical process that involves the integration of mind, heart, and action. It is about becoming a conscious creator, aware of the invisible forces that shape your reality, and using those forces to manifest a life that aligns with your highest self. By mastering your thoughts, cultivating empowering emotions, setting clear intentions, and taking inspired action, you can unlock the infinite potential within you. You are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are the artist, the architect, and the creator of your experience. The keys are in your hands, and the canvas of your life is waiting for you to paint your masterpiece. In the realm of metaphysics, we encounter a profound understanding that everything, absolutely everything, is energy. While the material world seems solid, governed by physical laws, the deeper truth is that the very essence of existence is vibrational. The law of invisible energy is the foundation upon which all metaphysical teachings rest. It reveals that what we perceive with our physical senses is only a fragment of the greater, invisible world that underpins reality. Energy in its purest form is unseen, yet its effects are constantly felt. Consider the electricity that powers our lives. We cannot see the flow of electricity itself, but we witness its impact every time we flip a switch and a light turns on. Similarly, magnetism exerts an unseen force, guiding the movement of objects without any visible thread connecting them. This invisible energy is what metaphysics refers to as the building block of reality, the very source from which the physical world manifests. Just as we accept these forces in the material world, metaphysics teaches that there are far subtler, more profound forms of energy at play, forces that shape not just our external reality, but our inner lives as well. Thoughts, emotions, and even intentions are forms of energy. They ripple out from us, creating waves in the fabric of the universe, attracting experiences, people, and circumstances that align with the frequency we emit. This is the essence of the law of invisible energy, that the unseen creates the seen, and our vibrational state determines the quality of our life. To grasp this law, imagine a radio tower broadcasting signals. The signals themselves are invisible, but when we tune into the right frequency, we can hear music, voices, or information. Similarly, our consciousness acts like a transmitter, constantly sending out vibrational signals to the universe. The energy we put out through our thoughts and emotions determines the station we tune into, dictating what we receive in return. If we are broadcasting fear, lack, or negativity, we will inevitably attract more of the same. But if we align ourselves with love, abundance, and gratitude, we tune into a higher frequency, and the universe responds by bringing these positive experiences into our lives. One of the key teachings in metaphysics is that we have the power to control this energy, to consciously direct it toward creating the reality we desire. Saint Germain, along with other ascended masters, emphasized the importance of mastering one's energy. They taught that by aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the higher principles of love, compassion, and wisdom, we could not only transform our personal lives, but also elevate the collective vibration of humanity. The law of invisible energy operates not just on an individual level, but also on a cosmic scale. Just as individuals radiate energy, so too does the Earth and the universe as a whole. The ancient Hermetic principle of as above, so below speaks to this universal truth. The microcosm reflects the macrocosm. What happens within us is mirrored in the larger reality around us. The energies that govern the stars, planets, and galaxies are the same energies that govern our thoughts, bodies, and souls. One powerful example of this law in action is the manifestation process. It is often said that thoughts become things, And this is not merely a catchphrase, but a metaphysical truth. The process begins with a thought, an intention that sets energy into motion. This thought, when charged with emotion and focus, gathers momentum in the unseen realms. Over time, this invisible energy condenses into the physical realm, becoming manifest as circumstances, experiences, or material forms. It is not magic. It is the law of energy at work. Just as a seed, planted in the soil and nourished with water and sunlight, eventually grows into a tree, so too do our thoughts and emotions, nurtured by our attention, grow into tangible reality. But there is a key element here: consciousness. Without awareness of this law, we often create by default, allowing our unconscious thoughts and emotions to shape our reality. This is why so many people feel like victims of circumstance. They are unaware that the energy they emit is attracting the very situations they wish to avoid. The law of invisible energy invites us to become conscious creators, to take responsibility for the energy we are broadcasting, and to align it with the outcomes we wish to experience. Energy is also cyclical. Just as the seasons change, energy moves in cycles, rising, falling, expanding, and contracting. We see this in nature, where nothing remains static. There are moments of growth and harvest, followed by periods of rest and renewal. In our own lives, we experience cycles of abundance and challenge, joy and sorrow. These cycles are natural and part of the flow of life. The key is to remain centered and aligned with the higher vibrations, even during times of contraction or difficulty. By doing so, we maintain our connection to the infinite source of energy that flows through all things, allowing us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and wisdom. One way to consciously harness the power of invisible energy is through meditation and visualization. These practices allow us to quiet the noise of the external world and tune into the subtle, unseen forces within us. In meditation, we become attuned to our own energy field, gaining awareness of any negative or stagnant vibrations that may be holding us back. Through visualization, we can actively direct our energy toward the outcomes we desire, creating a clear mental picture of our goals and infusing it with the emotional energy needed to bring it into manifestation. The law of invisible energy reminds us that we are not passive observers of life, but active participants in the creation of our reality. Every thought, every emotion, every action is an act of creation, setting energy into motion that will eventually return to us in some form. This is why it is so important to cultivate a higher state of consciousness, to remain mindful of the energy we are projecting into the world. When we align ourselves with the higher frequencies of love, gratitude, and compassion, we become powerful co-creators with the universe, capable of manifesting a life of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. In the grand tapestry of existence, the invisible threads of energy weave together all things, connecting the seen with the unseen, the physical with the metaphysical. Understanding this law is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe and stepping into our true power as creators. As Saint Germain teaches, when we master the invisible, we master the visible. The world we wish to create already exists within us, waiting to be brought into form through the power of our consciousness and the energy we direct. Humanity stands at the threshold of a new era, a time of profound awakening, often referred to as the Age of Light. This age is marked by the unveiling of ancient wisdom that was once shrouded in mystery and kept hidden from the masses. For centuries, esoteric teachings were confined to secret societies, initiates, and those who dedicated their lives to spiritual seeking. Knowledge was guarded, handed down through veiled symbols and metaphors, only accessible to those deemed ready. But the dawn of the Age of Light has changed everything. The Aquarian Age, as Saint Germain and other ascended masters have foretold, is an era where the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinning. No longer is knowledge reserved for a select few. The metaphysical truths that once seemed distant and unattainable are now being revealed to all who seek them. This is the Great Unveiling, a process in which the hidden truths of the universe are coming to light, allowing humanity to step into its true spiritual power. The idea of a great unveiling is not new. It has been prophesied by spiritual traditions around the world. In Christianity, this concept is known as apocalypse, which translates not as destruction, but as revelation. In Hinduism, the Kali Yuga, a dark age of ignorance, is said to give way to a new golden age of enlightenment. These are different expressions of the same fundamental truth. There is a cycle to spiritual knowledge. There are times when it must remain hidden, protected from the ignorance and hostility of the world, and times when it is revealed, bringing transformation to those ready to embrace it. We are now living in one of those times of revelation. The light of knowledge is shining brighter than ever, and metaphysical teachings that once seemed obscure or inaccessible are becoming mainstream. Ideas such as energy healing, the law of attraction, and the power of thought are no longer confined to mystery schools, but are being explored in everyday conversations. This shift represents not only a change in collective consciousness, but also a shift in the very fabric of reality itself. Saint Germain, in his teachings, spoke of the importance of this new era. He referred to it as the Golden Age, where humanity, freed from the shackles of ignorance, could finally live in harmony with the universal laws of love, compassion, and creation. He saw this age as a time when the knowledge of the ascended masters, once hidden in the shadows, would come to the forefront, guiding humanity toward its highest potential. But why was this knowledge hidden in the first place? The answer lies in the history of human consciousness. There was a time when humanity was not ready to receive these teachings. The world was steeped in fear, superstition, and materialism. Those who sought to bring forward the truths of metaphysics were often persecuted, ridiculed, or silenced. The history of mysticism is full of stories of sages, philosophers, and enlightened beings who had to guard their knowledge against the forces of ignorance and fanaticism. The Rosicrucians, Freemasons, Gnostics, and other esoteric orders were formed as a means of protecting this sacred knowledge, passing it down through generations in symbols, rituals, and coded texts. These societies were like keepers of the flame, ensuring that the light of metaphysical wisdom would never be extinguished, even in the darkest times. They understood that humanity had to go through cycles of spiritual growth, and that there would come a time when this knowledge could be shared freely with the world. That time is now. In the Age of Light, humanity is awakening to its divine potential, realizing that the truths once hidden are the keys to freedom, both individually and collectively. The fears and limitations that once governed our world are being stripped away, revealing the deeper truths of our existence. We are beginning to understand that we are not merely physical beings, but spiritual beings having a human experience, and that the power to shape our reality lies within us. The unveiling of metaphysical knowledge is not just about learning new ideas. It is about a fundamental shift in how we perceive the world. It is the recognition that the material world is not the ultimate reality, but a reflection of the invisible, energetic realms that underlie it. This understanding changes everything. It shifts our focus from the external to the internal, from the tangible to the intangible, from the finite to the infinite. This age of revelation is also about personal empowerment. No longer are we beholden to external authorities for our spiritual guidance. The great unveiling shows us that we each have direct access to the divine, that the same power that created the universe flows through us. We are being called to take responsibility for our own spiritual growth, to become the masters of our own destiny. The ascended masters, like Saint Germain, are not distant, unreachable figures. They are guides, showing us the way to our own inner mastery. One of the most powerful aspects of the Age of Light is the dissolution of fear. Fear has long been used as a tool to keep humanity in ignorance. Fear of the unknown, fear of punishment, fear of the unseen realms. All these have served to keep the doors to higher knowledge firmly closed. But as the light of knowledge shines brighter, these fears are being exposed for what they are, illusions. The great unveiling teaches us that there is nothing to fear in the unseen realms. In fact, it is in these realms that we find the answers to life's greatest mysteries. As we step into this age of enlightenment, it is important to understand that the journey is not without challenges. The unveiling of hidden knowledge can be overwhelming. The truths that emerge can shatter long-held beliefs and force us to confront parts of ourselves we would rather ignore. But this process is necessary for growth. Just as a seed must break through the soil to reach the sunlight, so too must we break through the illusions of the material world to reach the light of truth. Saint Germain and the other ascended masters are here to assist us in this process. They remind us that the journey to enlightenment is not about perfection, but about progression. Each step we take toward the light, no matter how small, is a victory. The unveiling of metaphysical knowledge is not meant to overwhelm us, but to empower us. It is an invitation to step into our true power as co-creators of reality, to live in alignment with the universal laws of love, compassion, and creation. The Age of Light is a time of great transformation, not just for individuals, but for the entire planet. As more and more people awaken to the truths of metaphysics, the collective consciousness shifts, raising the vibrational frequency of the earth itself. We are entering a time of profound unity, where the divisions between nations, races, and religions begin to dissolve in the light of a higher understanding. In this age, the great unveiling is not just a cosmic event, but a deeply personal one. It is the unveiling of our own inner light, the realization that we are not separate from the divine, but expressions of it. The teachings of Saint Germain and the other masters are guiding us on this path, showing us that the greatest truths are not hidden in distant realms, but within our own hearts. The veil has fallen, and the light is here. The only question that remains is, will we step into it? At the very core of metaphysics lies a profound truth. Our thoughts and emotions shape our reality. This principle, though simple in concept, is both revolutionary and liberating. It suggests that we are not merely passive observers of our lives, subject to the whims of fate or circumstance. Instead, we are active creators, wielding the power to sculpt our experiences and manifest our desires through the energy of our thoughts and feelings. The ancient Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, as within, so without, encapsulates this truth beautifully. It conveys that the outer world is a reflection of our inner state. When we cultivate a mindset of positivity, gratitude, and love, we attract experiences that resonate with that vibration. Conversely, when we dwell in negativity, fear, or doubt, we magnetize circumstances that mirror those lower frequencies. This dynamic underscores the importance of self-awareness and emotional intelligence in our journey of personal transformation. Consider the example of a painter standing before a blank canvas. The painter holds the brush and chooses the colors, strokes, and shapes that will bring their vision to life. Similarly, our thoughts and emotions serve as the brush and palette with which we paint the canvas of our lives. If we approach each day with an attitude of love and possibility, we create a vibrant, beautiful masterpiece. If we approach life with skepticism and negativity, the canvas becomes a dull and uninspired representation of our inner turmoil. Anecdotes abound in spiritual literature that illustrate the transformative power of thought. One of the most notable is the story of a man named Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor who found profound meaning in his suffering. In the concentration camps, where despair and hopelessness were pervasive, Frankl discovered that the one thing that could never be taken from him was his ability to choose his attitude toward his circumstances. This realization became a guiding principle in his life, leading him to write the influential book, Man's Search for Meaning, where he articulated that it is not the conditions we face, but our response to them that defines our experience. His story serves as a powerful reminder that we hold the reins of our reality, no matter how dire the situation may appear. This power of thought extends beyond mere positive thinking. It is rooted in an understanding of energy. Thoughts are energy vibrations that carry specific frequencies. When we focus our minds on a particular idea or desire, we begin to resonate at that frequency, attracting like energies. This is why visualization techniques, often employed by successful individuals and athletes, are so effective. By vividly imagining the outcome we desire, whether it's achieving a personal goal, healing, or finding love, we align our energetic signature with that reality. The universe responds to this alignment, bringing us opportunities and circumstances that correspond to our vision. Emotion, too, plays a crucial role in this equation. While thoughts serve as the guiding force, emotions act as the fuel that amplifies our manifestations. When we infuse our thoughts with strong positive emotions, love, joy, gratitude, we create a powerful energetic charge that propels our desires into the realm of possibility. Conversely, when we experience emotions like fear, anger, or resentment, we inadvertently cast a shadow over our intentions, dampening their potential. In the teachings of Saint Germain, the significance of emotional mastery is paramount. He emphasized that the heart is the true seat of power and manifestation. When our hearts are aligned with our thoughts, we unleash a magnetic force that draws our desires closer to us. The practice of heart-centered living invites us to connect with our emotions, acknowledging and processing them rather than suppressing or ignoring them. This alignment between heart and mind creates a harmonious frequency that resonates with the universe, allowing us to manifest our dreams more effortlessly. One practical way to harness the power of thought and emotion is through daily affirmations and gratitude practices. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce the reality we wish to create. By repeating affirmations with conviction and belief, we reprogram our subconscious mind, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. For example, saying, "I am worthy of love and abundance," can shift our internal narrative, opening the door to new possibilities. Gratitude, on the other hand, is one of the most potent emotions we can cultivate. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we elevate our vibration and align ourselves with the abundance of the universe. Gratitude transforms our perspective, allowing us to see opportunities where we once saw obstacles. It shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, creating a ripple effect that attracts more blessings into our lives. The interplay of thought and emotion is also reflected in the concept of emotional resonance. When we emit positive emotions, we create a resonant frequency that harmonizes with the energies of those around us. This resonance fosters connections and attracts like-minded individuals, forming a supportive community that uplifts and inspires. Conversely, negative emotions can create discord and repel those who resonate at higher frequencies. Understanding this dynamic encourages us to take responsibility for our emotional state. recognizing its impact not only on ourselves but on the collective energy we contribute to the world. In this age of light, the awakening to the power of thought and emotion is a vital part of our spiritual journey. It invites us to become conscious creators, mindful of the energies we are emitting and the realities we are shaping. The teachings of Saint Germain and the Ascended Masters provide us with the guidance we need to navigate this process, helping us align our inner worlds with the infinite possibilities of the universe. As we move forward on our path, it is essential to cultivate practices that reinforce our connection to this power. Meditation, visualization, journaling, and mindfulness can all serve as tools to deepen our understanding of our thoughts and emotions. By incorporating these practices into our daily lives, we empower ourselves to navigate the challenges and opportunities that arise, ensuring that we remain aligned with our highest potential. Ultimately, the power of thought and emotion is a reminder of our innate divinity. We are not victims of circumstance. We are powerful creators, capable of shaping our reality through the energies we choose to cultivate. As we embrace this truth, we step into a new level of consciousness, awakening to our role as co-creators with the universe. The journey of self-discovery and empowerment is not just about achieving our personal desires, but about contributing to the collective evolution of humanity. Each thought, each emotion becomes a building block in the creation of a new reality, one that reflects love, unity, and abundance for all. In the pursuit of a fulfilling and purposeful life, we often find ourselves yearning for keys that unlock the doors to our highest potential. The quest for these keys can lead us down many paths, often filled with confusion and uncertainty. Yet, the teachings of metaphysics, particularly those offered by Ascended Master Saint Germain, illuminate the way. They reveal fundamental principles and practices that empower us to create our best life, a life imbued with joy, abundance, and meaningful connections. The first key to creating your best life is self-awareness. Understanding who we are at our core is essential for conscious creation. This involves recognizing our thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and desires. Often we operate on autopilot, driven by conditioned patterns and societal expectations rather than authentic self-expression. Taking the time to engage in self-reflection is crucial. Journaling, meditation, or simply spending quiet moments with ourselves can foster this awareness. As we delve deeper into our inner landscape, we uncover the truths that resonate with our souls and can align our actions with our true purpose. Self-awareness also encompasses recognizing our strengths and weaknesses. Just as a gardener assesses the soil before planting seeds, we must evaluate our own internal environment. What are our natural gifts? What challenges do we face? Embracing our unique qualities allows us to cultivate our potential while acknowledging areas for growth. When we approach ourselves with compassion and understanding, we create a nurturing foundation from which to build our best lives. The second key is intention. Intentions act as guiding stars, illuminating the path we wish to traverse. Unlike mere goals, which can sometimes feel rigid or unattainable, intentions are flexible and rooted in our values. When we set intentions, we tap into the energy of our desires, aligning our actions with our deepest aspirations. It is essential to articulate these intentions clearly and with conviction. Writing them down, visualizing them, or sharing them with a trusted friend can solidify our commitment to manifesting them. In this context, the practice of visualization emerges as a powerful tool. When we visualize our intentions, we create a mental blueprint of what we wish to manifest. This process engages our emotions, allowing us to feel the excitement and joy associated with achieving our desires. By consistently visualizing our goals, we align our energetic vibration with the reality we wish to create, effectively sending a signal to the universe that we are ready to receive it. Another vital key to creating our best life is gratitude. This powerful emotion transforms our perspective and elevates our vibrational frequency. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we already possess. This simple act opens the floodgates of abundance, inviting more blessings into our lives. A daily gratitude practice, whether through journaling or verbal affirmations, allows us to cultivate an abundance mindset. We begin to see the beauty in our experiences, recognizing that even challenges carry valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. The fourth key lies in taking inspired action. While intention and visualization lay the groundwork, it is through action that we bring our dreams to fruition. However, not all action is created equal. Inspired action arises from a place of alignment with our inner guidance. It feels effortless and invigorating, as if the universe is conspiring to support our endeavors. It is essential to listen to our intuition, following the whispers of our hearts that guide us toward opportunities aligned with our intentions. This may require courage to step out of our comfort zones and embrace the unknown, but it is within these spaces that we often find the greatest rewards. Moreover, it is essential to cultivate resilience on our journey. Life is filled with twists and turns, and challenges are inevitable. However, our ability to bounce back and adapt to adversity determines the trajectory of our lives. Resilience is nurtured through a positive mindset and a commitment to learning from every experience. When faced with obstacles, we can choose to view them as opportunities for growth, cultivating a deeper understanding of ourselves and our desires. Saint Germain teaches us that the challenges we encounter are often the catalyst for our greatest breakthroughs. Lastly, the seventh key is the power of community. We are inherently social beings, and our relationships profoundly influence our experiences. Surrounding ourselves with supportive, like-minded individuals creates a nurturing environment that fosters growth and inspires us to reach for our dreams, whether it is through friendships, mentorship, or community groups. Connection amplifies our energy and enhances our journey. Engaging in meaningful conversations and shared experiences helps us realize we are not alone in our pursuits, fostering a sense of belonging and purpose. As we integrate these keys into our lives, we must also embrace the concept of flow. Life is not a rigid structure, but a dynamic dance of energy. The more we align ourselves with the natural rhythms of the universe, the more effortlessly we can create our best life. This involves trusting the process and surrendering to the unfolding of our journeys. When we release the need for control and allow life to flow, we open ourselves to serendipity and unexpected opportunities. Creating your best life is an ongoing journey of discovery and growth. It requires courage, commitment, and the willingness to embrace change. By cultivating self-awareness, setting intentions, practicing gratitude, taking inspired action, nurturing resilience, building community, and surrendering to flow, we unlock the potential within us to manifest our dreams. The teachings of Saint Germain and the principles of metaphysics guide us in this process, empowering us to step into our true power as creators of our realities. As we embark on this journey, let us remember that each day is a blank canvas, waiting for us to paint our experiences with intention and joy. We hold the keys to our own destinies, and with each choice we make, we can create a life that reflects the beauty and abundance of our inner truth. The universe stands ready to support us. All we need to do is take that first step and trust in our ability to create a life that is truly extraordinary. The teachings of Saint Germain and the Ascended Masters stand as a beacon of hope and wisdom in our modern world, guiding seekers along the intricate paths of spiritual awakening and transformation. The legacy of these enlightened beings transcends time and space, serving as a testament to the enduring power of divine knowledge and love. In this chapter, we delve into the life and teachings of Saint Germain, exploring the profound impact he has had on countless individuals throughout history, including his dedicated disciples who have carried forth his message. Saint Germain, often referred to as the Wonder Man of Europe, embodies the essence of the alchemist, a master of transformation. His teachings, rooted in the principles of metaphysics, emphasize the importance of personal responsibility and the creative power inherent within each individual. He is known for his ability to transmute negative energies into positive outcomes, a skill that speaks to the very heart of metaphysical practice. This alchemical process mirrors the journey of spiritual growth, wherein we learn to transform our fears and limitations into strength and understanding. One of the most significant aspects of Saint Germain's teachings is the concept of the violet flame, a potent symbol of divine forgiveness and purification. This flame represents the transformative power of love and compassion, allowing us to release old patterns, heal emotional wounds, and transmute negativity. Through visualization and invocation, practitioners can call upon the violet flame to cleanse their energies and those of the world around them. This practice is a testament to Saint Germain's unwavering commitment to the evolution of humanity, offering a pathway for healing and redemption. Among the many individuals influenced by Saint Germain, one of the most notable is Connie Mendes, a key figure in the dissemination of his teachings. Born with a divine mission, Mendes dedicated her life to sharing the wisdom imparted to her by Saint Germain and the Ascended Masters. Her writings, lectures, and teachings inspired countless individuals to embark on their spiritual journeys, offering practical tools for personal transformation. Mendes' work continues to resonate today, serving as a guiding light for those seeking to deepen their understanding of metaphysics and spirituality. Mendes' legacy is further exemplified through her establishment of the I Am activity, a movement dedicated to spreading the teachings of Saint Germain. This organization emphasizes the importance of the I Am presence, our divine essence, and connection to the source. By recognizing and affirming our I Am identity, we awaken to our inherent power and potential, aligning ourselves with the higher vibrations of love and truth. The I Am activity fosters a community of seekers who support one another on their spiritual paths, reinforcing the notion that we are all interconnected in our journeys of growth. Throughout history, Saint Germain has also inspired numerous esoteric groups, such as the Rosicrucians, Freemasons, and spiritualists, who have drawn upon his teachings to guide their spiritual practices. These organizations, while varied in their approaches, share a common thread in their reverence for the wisdom of the ascended masters. They emphasize the importance of inner exploration and the pursuit of knowledge, empowering individuals to tap into their spiritual potential and contribute to the collective evolution of humanity. The impact of Saint Germain's teachings is evident in the lives of those who have embraced his message. Individuals from all walks of life have reported profound transformations, healing, and enlightenment as a result of their connection to his wisdom. The stories of these seekers serve as powerful testimonies to the enduring relevance of metaphysical principles in our modern world. As we reflect on the legacy of Saint Germain and his disciples, we are reminded of the crucial role of community in our spiritual journeys. The teachings of the ascended masters are not meant to be kept in isolation. They flourish in environments of shared learning and support. By engaging with like-minded individuals, we create a nurturing space that fosters growth and exploration. This collective energy amplifies our intentions and empowers us to rise together, transcending individual limitations and contributing to the greater good. The teachings of Saint Germain and the wisdom imparted by his disciples invite us to awaken to our true potential as creators of our reality. They remind us that we are not alone on this journey. We are part of a vast tapestry of light, woven together by our shared aspirations for love, truth, and healing. In embracing this legacy, we take up the mantle of spiritual responsibility, recognizing that our choices and actions have the power to influence the world around us. As we draw the curtain on our exploration of metaphysics and the teachings of Saint Germain, we find ourselves standing at the threshold of a profound journey, a journey that transcends the boundaries of the physical world and delves into the unseen realms of consciousness, energy, and divine potential. Throughout this audiobook, we have unveiled the intricate tapestry of existence, revealing the powerful truths that shape our realities and the profound wisdom that resides within us all. The essence of metaphysics lies in understanding that our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions form the very foundation of our experiences. As we navigate the complexities of life, we are reminded that we possess the innate ability to create our own destinies. This truth is beautifully encapsulated in the teachings of Saint Germain, who has illuminated the path for countless seekers throughout history. His messages of transformation, healing, and empowerment resonate deeply within us, inviting us to embrace our roles as co-creators in the ever-unfolding story of our lives. The journey we undertake in unveiling the invisible is not merely an intellectual pursuit. It is a call to action, a summons to embody the principles of love, compassion, and understanding in our daily lives. Each chapter of our exploration has illuminated different facets of this journey, from recognizing the layers of consciousness to embracing the transformative power of intention and gratitude. As we integrate these teachings into our lives, we cultivate a greater awareness of our interconnectedness and the impact our choices have on the world around us. In an age marked by uncertainty and rapid change, the teachings of the Ascended Masters provide a steady anchor, reminding us that we are part of a grand cosmic design. The legacy of light left by Saint Germain and his disciples empowers us to rise above the challenges we face, inspiring us to forge connections with others and create communities rooted in love and support. By embodying these principles, we contribute to the collective awakening of humanity, fostering a world where harmony and peace and abundance flourish. As we conclude our journey, let us carry forward the keys we have uncovered. The keys to self-awareness, intention, gratitude, inspired action, resilience, community, and flow. Each key serves as a reminder of our innate potential and the power we hold within ourselves to manifest our dreams and create our best lives. The path may not always be linear or without obstacles, but with each step we take, we draw closer to the fulfillment of our highest aspirations. May we approach our lives with curiosity and wonder, ever open to the lessons the universe offers us. Let us honor the legacy of Saint Germain by embodying the light within us, shining brightly for others to see, and illuminating the path for future seekers. In the end, the journey beyond the invisible is one of discovery, transformation, and love, a journey that invites us to embrace the infinite possibilities that await us. As we part ways, remember that the truth lies not in a single destination, but in the ongoing exploration of our souls. Together, we can continue to unveil the mysteries of existence, tapping into the divine wisdom that resides within and around us. The world is a canvas, and we are the artists, painting our realities with intention, love, and grace. Embrace this journey, dear seeker, and let your light shine brightly as you navigate the realms of the unseen.